All right, so I want to go through another Native Instruments instrument called Absynth. And again, multi-channel for this demonstration. Absynth, we'll bring it up. Okay, lots of different types of sounds. I will choose a bass. I would like it to be a sub bass. And let's see, drum and bass junkie. Not bad. Okay, just want to go over some of the basic navigation controls, some similarities to the FM8 video that I made, and then I'm going to back off quickly because this thing's way complex, not difficult. It can go deep. And I don't want to go deep in this video. I'm not ready to go deep, and I can't go deep. In any case, starting at the top over here. Absynth gives you a whole bunch of different windows. So the browser window is this browser, again, that we have seen before. You can look at it in Sounds View as a hierarchy or as the actual browser database. All right, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time with that because we've kind of talked about it with FM8. You can choose different types of sounds based on these attributes. When you create sounds, you can add attributes that you want or see the attributes assigned to a particular sound, like this one. All right, so the browser. The perform window, so these are all different windows essentially. And you can literally draw the shape of the waveform that you want to play with. Let's see if I can change it. Kind of hip. These are the various oscillators that are creating this patch. I might come back to this for half a second to kind of talk about waveforms and oscillators. You have your envelopes, which you can also draw out, which is kind of neat. I mentioned ADSR. So you have your attack, your decay, where's my movable thingamajig? All right, let's move on. The effects and your LFOs, your low frequency oscillators. I'm not going to get into this. All right, so let's go back to the browser. Keep it simple. Where are my sounds? Let's go file new sound. Okay, the section down here, skipping this, you have a mutate area. It was called, what is it called? Warp in FM8. Morph, but this is mutate. It's essentially the same idea. So we have this sound, and then I'm going to choose another sound. No, I'm not going to choose it there. I'm going to do it here. And if I hit mutate, it's actually a version of both these sounds. Hit mutate again. That didn't do too much for us. Okay, so you can see how we're totally changing. And then you have your mutate history, which are all these things that we just made. So we can go back to that first version of it, which is kind of cool. You have some additional things that you can do kind of in a global sense. Panic. All right. So again, that's basically kind of the top layer thing here. In terms of patches, here, let's do this. I'm going to create a new sound. Here we have that sine wave again. If we go to patch, you see oscillator A. All right. An oscillator, again, is a tone creator. It makes a waveform, or essentially a sound, for us to hear. There are various types of waves. This is a sine wave, which looks like that very consistent, repetitive, smooth cycle. You know, it repeats. And if you click here, you can get the various types of waves that are available. There's simple waves and morphed waves and various library waves. I don't even know what's going on there. The top, you know, the ones that we should all have heard of if we're in this business, even though I'm not an electronic musician by trade. We have sine wave, triangle, saw, square. Those are the main ones. All right, so this is a sine wave. I'm playing middle C. And if I click triangle, you know, saw, you get to hear what the type, you know. Okay, so again, sine, triangle, saw, and square are everywhere. I think these organs are more things that Native Instruments has created for their own, you know, synthesis. All right, so say we have a sound that we like. Actually, I'm going to go put it back to a sine wave. Keep it simple for the demonstration. And then we say we'd like to add another voice to this, another oscillator. So click here. Now that's just an exact duplicate, but if I transpose this, you hear the actual chord. Or not chord, but I'll add another one. And I'll keep it a sine wave. And this one I will go up 3. Okay, but now I'm going to change the type of wave. Make that one a triangle. Make this one a saw. Okay, and then we can dial in the volumes of each one. All right, real basic, real basic. If we wanted to, this is a single waveform. We could double it up. I'll turn those off. We can hit mod. Leave that. And you start to hear the overtones there as well. All right, so again, I'm going to stop it before I get too far into this. That's the super basics of Absynth.